Eiichiro Oda has just signaled the start of the race for the One Piece, and whoever gets it first will decide the fate of the world. So I wasn't planning to do chapters reaction videos, but this week's chapters was so good that I needed to put my thoughts out there. So let's just jump into the highlight of the chapter, Luffy and Bonney's teaming up. For me, Luffy and Bonney's team up is like watching an older brother defending his sister from bullies. And by the end, they both fed up the bully that is Saint Saturn. Even though he calls Bonney's Nika form fake, the emotional punch to Luffy and Bonney's final blow delivers is very real. A cathartic payback for all the suffering the world government inflicted on Bonney's family. And backup and smashes during this fight just reinforces the thematic meaning of this fight. During this whole arc, Bonney has been Oda's emotional punching bag for us to really get work out about hating the world government. And she even going so far as to declaring that she wants to die. And when she finally hits that big punch to the face of that old geezer, her memories of her father and her mother coming through to regain her desire to live, and that final Nika punch it signifies her freedom and the ultimate sign of rebellion against the world government that had Saturn wanting to make her suffer and physically, emotionally, because Bonney signifies everything the world government hates and wants to crush the hope for a new generation. This is going parallel to Vegapunk's message in the same pages that the old generation, they pass their will to the next generation to bring on the dawn of the war, the will of D. This is tying into the themes of the inherent will of the series. So by the end, Bonney has fulfilled the will of her father and her mother for her to be free. Her freedom is the only thing that those two were denied their whole lives by the war government. And even though she didn't do it alone, seeing her and Luffy working together to bring down Saturn just was a very satisfying moment. And I really love the dynamic, the brother and sister dynamic that Luffy and Bonney seem to have in this chapter. It really seems to even though they did it together, Luffy seems to be very proud of her. And there's this one panel where it's kind of led to interpretation, but it seems like Oda draw Kuma he's smiling, even though he's in this cyborg emotionless form. Oda chooses to draw like he's smiling, but you have to interpret it because it seems like it could be a neutral expression, but he drew it in a way you can imply that he's smiling. I see Bonney, his daughter, achieve her freedom, the one thing that it was denied to him. It's such an emotional moment and really something that we were expecting for really an emotional moment, and something that was really satisfying for us the readers, because we have wanted to see Saturn get what he deserves for so many chapters, for his daughter to achieve her freedom, something we have been wanting to see ever since we saw Kuma's backstory, the tragedy he's been through, and doesn't want his daughter to go through the same stuff. And I saw someone point out that this scene of Luffy and Bonney working together could be an homage to the iconic Gohan and Goku Kamehameha scene from the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z. And we know Oda is a big fan of Toriyama, so this panel could be an homage to that scene, which I really like the idea. So that one was father and son Kamehameha. This could be a brother and sister Gomu Gomu no Gatolingu. Alright, now let's talk about Vegapunk's message. In the page, Vegapunk mentions the ancient weapons again. Oda chooses to show Shirahoshi and Bibi. We know their connections to Pluton and Poseidon, but Oda also chooses to show the Sky People, like in this one, and I think this is very deliberate by Oda, to make us understand or assume that there's a connection between the Sky People and the remaining weapon Uranus, but again, for the connection with Uranus being a sky god. This could be Oda teasing or some confirming the theory that the Arc Maxine is a primitive version of Uranus, or that there was a connection between the Sky People and Uranus during the Void Century. Personally, after several chapters, I wasn't expecting to see the Sky People again during this message. I don't think the fact that Oda chooses to show them right now this late into the message is like again to make us know that there is a connection there, and it's something we should keep in mind. And in the next page, Oda chooses to show Kuma, King, Pudding, and the same page is when Vegapunk speaks of the racial persecution of the world government. By Kuma being a buccaneer, King being a Lunarian, and Pudding being like the tribe of the three eyes. But also on the same page, we got two panels of Marco having a small flashback to a conversation he had with Whitebeard. Whitebeard speaks of a kingdom of gods. This is for sure Whitebeard retelling Marco the story that Roger told him during the last meeting. In fact, I think because this is occurring in the same page, it makes me think that the ancient kingdom was like a multiracial nation. I had this theory in my head that the many races that we see in the One Piece world could have come from outer space. We already know that there's alien life in the One Piece world thanks to Enel's cover story. And maybe the reason the ancient kingdom was so advanced is because of the alien technology they acquired for these races. And if this is true, this will tie in what a theory I'm formulating and planning to explore further on. In the same page, we see Luffy and Bonney defeat Saturn. Vegapunk speaks of the reckoning that will occur when the truth of the Void Century is revealed. How the death of Roger and Whitebeard, the death of the old legends, herald the new age, that today there are individuals who can be oppressed. This ties in thematically with what's going on with Luffy and Bonney as representatives of these new generations, accomplishing what the old one couldn't do successfully in standing out to the old establishments of the world government. And the individuals who can be oppressed and the pirates getting worked out as they can see what is coming on in the next part of the message. That those individuals are the ones closest to the truth. The fate of the world will be decided by whoever finds the One Piece. With this, Oda has declared that the race for the One Piece has officially begun. The series started with Roger inciting the Pirate Age with his last wars. By the middle of the series, Whitebeard reignited that fire with his death, and now Vegapunk's message has sealed the deal. The pieces are starting to move for the final conflict of this series. We see the different crews of the four emperors getting fired out for what's coming up. They're ready to go for the One Piece once and for all. And also we had my favorite panel of the whole chapter, just the annoyed face of Crocodile and Mijo when they see the Baggy's crew just losing their mind for the fanboyness. Just keep raising the bar for Baggy to keep feeling outwards. And this chapter concludes with a spread page of the contestants and factions in play to find the One Piece. We got of course the four emperors, each with his own faction. We also got the revolutionary army. Their whole goal through this series has been to take down the world government. But now it appears that for do that they had to find the One Piece world, making it enter them to the race. Of course the world government will want to prevent the truth to go out at all costs. And there's probably gonna be a division between the world nobles. And there also seems to be a division between the Marines, between duty and joining the race to finding this treasure before the pirates get to it. But Oda also decided to throw in a mysterious new player, and we don't know who this silhouetted character could be. This could be probably Prince Loki or whoever is guarding the final poneglyph, and probably one last antagonist before the final battle for the One Piece. But whatever the case, all players are in place. The signal to race to the One Piece has been sound, and now we are full stroll in to Laugh-Tale. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.